Hey there, this is Jacob Cole with Certain Sparks Music. We're going to be playing some blues, 12-bar blues to be exact, in the key of A. We're going to go over a couple different spots where you can play this walking blues progression, one being over the 5th fret and then one being a open form version of it. And then we're going to go over some basic blues licks using the pentatonic scales in the same key. So starting with the progression, we're going to do a closed form walking pattern, which is going to be basically a power chord. So you've got your A, your E note, and then you're going to be stretching up to an F sharp note. So we've got this sound that's happening. So that's the sound. So we're going to do that for the full 12 bars, just walking through the 1, the 4, and the 5, which is the A, the D, and the E. So here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4 to the 4 chord, 2, 3, 4, back to the 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the 4 chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the 5 chord, 3, 4 down to the 4 chord. And then we're going to do one measure and a beat, 3, 4, 5, stop, and then we go. So it's a nice little walk up, a chromatic walk up starting on the D, and then walk into an E. So again, from the turnaround, we've got 2, 3, 4, down to the 5th fret, D chord. Then we go back to the 1 chord, 2, 3, 4, 1, and that's the whole progression. So we'll try that one more time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Last measure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So that's one, and for me that's the preferred spot to play it, just because from there, if you go up to any other key, the progression and the pattern is still the same no matter what. Now it's going to be the same even if you do it in an open position, but the way that you fret it will be slightly different. And while it's less taxing on the hand, so it's definitely a viable option for that reason, it doesn't give you the same I guess amount of freedom as this sort of form does. But we are going to try doing it like this as well. This sounds just as cool. It actually sounds a little bit more jangly down there too. So here we go. Same progression, but we're going to be playing an A like this, a D like this. These are all power chords, and an E like this, all over the 2nd fret, so it makes it quite simple. So we're going to do that same walking blues pattern using the 12-bar blues cycle. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4 to the D, 1, 2, 3, 4, back to the A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, back to the A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the E, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the D, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop, walk up, and we're just walking up to an E. Same 3 notes that we were doing before, but instead of on the 5th string, 5th fret, we're doing them open on the D string, and then walking up to an E. Anyway, so that's the 12-bar blues. Right now I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of licks, basic blues licks in this key as well, using the pentatonic scale. And we might move around to a couple different pentatonic positions, but keeping it pretty straightforward. That way you can still apply these licks to either this position or this position, because they are the same key. So, starting with this one, root note on the 7th fret, 4th string, we're going to go. It's a nice basic blues lick. is going 4, 3rd string, 7th fret, 3rd string, and I'm hammering on to the blue note, which is in this case, the 8th fret, 3rd string. So we're hammering on and then pulling off. Pulling off again to the 5th fret, and then resolving to the root note. And then we're going to go doing an extra sort of tag at the end. And that's the lick. There's some other really good ones in this position that you don't really have to get too creative with. Just one being an example, just walking backwards through the scale, like so. You can give it a little bit more flair by adding a bend. But whatever you do, take your time doing it, trying to get each note sounding good and clear, and then try adding the speed later on. So those are some good ones. We're going to try another one where we're going to the lower extension. So that's 3rd fret, 5th fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret, sliding up, and then sliding up another whole step into this little box position right here, which is a great little spot as well. So I'm going to go ahead and play a loop that I made earlier, and I'm just going to jam on some basic licks to give you some examples of where you can go. Basically just staying right here over the 5th position. So here we go. Most of what I'm doing is just right on this position, centering on the root note. That's it. So have some fun with that and just practice as much as you can.